So when we started our van pooling program and we decided to make the commitment to buy 2 van pools, it took us over 9 months of marketing just to get the first van pool on the street. We were fortunate that a member of the Jacksonville Area Metropolitan Planning Organization, their executive director, lived in Wilmington and worked in Jacksonville, North Carolina, about 45 minutes away. He decided to set up the van pool with some of his co-workers with the city of Jacksonville, and they began operating the 12-passenger van Monday through Friday from 7 in the morning, usually getting back about 6 in the evening. The original agreement was that the authority would pay for everything except the fuel that's used in the vehicle, which was paid for by the van pool participants. That made the subsidy for the van pool less than 75%, or less than 25%, I'm sorry, because the fuel was the main cost that was associated with this van pool. It's a win-win for both the passengers of the van pool program as well as for the authority. The second van pool goes from Wilmington to Elizabethtown, North Carolina, which is again about 45 to 50 minutes away, and it's to a small electronics manufacturing plant. Most of the folks live in the urban area of Wilmington, which is the nearest urban area to Elizabethtown, and is also proven very successful. It has been so successful that we've expanded that program by 2 additional vehicles. The employer pays 42 cents a mile for that van pool for its employees. Some of the employees are required to pay the company, some aren't, but the authority bills the company directly. The company also has installed a wireless internet access point in each vehicle, so the passengers and their employees can use the internet on their way to work, to and from work every day. Van pools are better suited for our purposes, we have found, for the longer commutes. We have a large bedroom community outside of Wilmington, just over the Cape Fear River and across the bridge, which experiences a lot of traffic every day because the bridge is limited to 2 lanes. We had tried to market to Leland and Belleville and Navassa, which are in northern Brunswick County, for the van pool, but the distance just wasn't far enough. So the one thing we found is that the distance has to be significant enough that it provides an economic advantage to the employees for them to give up their cars, as well as the convenience of knowing that they can get up and leave in case of an emergency. We also have an emergency ride home program where if any of the employees, either in Elizabethtown or Jacksonville, need a ride home, they can call the city of Jacksonville, which may be able to arrange transportation. As I mentioned earlier, we do subsidize our van pool. The Jacksonville van pool is subsidized at a higher rate than the Elizabethtown van pool, which the Elizabethtown van pool is about fully cost allocated. So there's very little, if any, subsidy that goes to that. We do provide a subsidy for maintenance, insurance, and other costs associated with the van pool and the van itself that are not tied up in the fuel with the Jacksonville van pool. There is a monthly cost for the user for the Jacksonville van pool, and they do split the gasoline. In Elizabethtown, it's up to the employer because we have a direct agreement with the employer, which is Danaher, and the employer pays us directly. Depending on the subsidy, whether it's from the company or it's from the employee, either the company or the employee can take the tax credit that's offered to transit through the van pooling program. We see this as a very efficient and cost-effective way to provide public transportation services to areas that don't meet the need for a traditional fixed route program. So this is a way to get people a long way via a commute, via a comfortable commute. Obviously our main cost savings on this type of program is through not having to provide an operator for the vehicle and not having to pay for their benefit. The benefit of the van pool program, not only to us and our community, is hopefully, if we can expand the program enough, it will offer congestion mitigation savings as well as environmental savings. The program has proven to be not only a savings for the company and for the employees who use it, but it's also an economic development tool. When employers know that there's a transit authority here that's willing to work with them to make sure that they get the best and the brightest and the most qualified employees to their location, even if it's in a rural area, a good distance away from an urban area, that obviously makes the area not only of Wilmington, but the area around Wilmington much more attractive to potential employers and potential companies that want to relocate in this area of the country. Marketing the van pool is done mostly through our website and through the vehicles themselves. As I said earlier, the vehicles are probably the best marketing tool we have. They're very deeply and brightly adorned with the wave pool program. They're striped like our vehicles with a different color. I think the best advice I would have for a system that's starting a Vanpool program or interested in starting a Vanpool program is patience. Getting started is certainly the hardest part of the program, so once you get started, it's not all smooth and easy sailing, but it certainly is a lot easier than trying to get the program established at first. So be patient, be prepared, let the employers know that this program can't be implemented overnight, and it certainly can't be grown as large as a lot of employers will see the need to have it grow because of the popularity of it.